Hi guys, welcome back. We've got a really exciting video for you today. I'm going to be looking at the software Dehancer. Now, I've been a filmmaker for over 15 years and I've always strived to create cinematic looking films, whether it's shooting in 2:3:5:1 or adding film grain and scratches in post. I'm always looking for ways to emulate the look of traditional film, and I've used a variety of software over the years, starting with Magic Bullet back in the 5D days, Film Nitrate, and eventually learning to grade myself using DaVinci Resolve. Now recently the team at Dehancer reached out to me and asked if I'd like to try their software. Dehancer is a tool that lets you emulate the look and feel of film, and it offers a variety of ways to do this. You can choose from a huge range of film stocks, add and customize grain, and it even has an option to add bloom, which is one of my favourite effects. Bloom gives the highlights a beautiful glow. In addition to these features, Dehancer has many more settings that allow you to fine-tune the image exactly how you want it. The team at Dehancer have created plugins for a variety of applications, including Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, and even some photo editing applications if you just want to use it for stills, such as Photoshop or Lightroom. The video editing programs do include a couple of extra features like gate weave and film breath, but you wouldn't need those effects anyway if you were using still images. One of the things that stands out about Dehancer is the huge amount of film stocks available. Now, I spent a long time going through all the stocks, looking at how each one works on the different types of footage that I have. While it doesn't have every camera out there yet, it does have a wide range of cameras to select from, but if your camera isn't on the list, you can use the LUT that you shot with and select Rec 709 profile in Dehancer. But the great thing is you can tailor the look to suit any camera with a huge number of options to change every part of the emulation. Now, Dehancer is known for its accuracy in emulating the look and feel of film. The film stocks available are based on real film stocks, and they are created by people with over 30 years of experience shooting film and working in film processing, so you can be sure you're getting the most authentic looking film look. So take the grain for instance. This means in Dehancer it's not just overlaid on the image like I would do usually, but it's actually part of the image. This results in a more natural looking grain that varies from shot to shot. Now, another feature that contributes to Dehancer's accuracy is its bloom effect. Now, bloom is an effect that you'd usually get from shooting on film, and it creates a natural glow around the highlights. With digital, this is something I would normally achieve by using a filter in front of the lens like a Pro Mist. Dehancer's bloom effect looks great, and it can be customised to the strength that works for you, which is perfect if you don't have multiple various Pro Mist filters to work with. In addition to grain and bloom, Dehancer offers a number of other tools that can be used to accurately emulate film. These tools include halutation, highlight compression, or even gate weave if you want that old Hollywood film flicker. These tools can be used to create a wide range of different film looks, and they help make Dehancer an incredibly accurate film emulation tool. Now, I want to show you some footage from one of my films called A Bite to Eat, which is on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch that right now. Now, the reason I want to show you this project is because for this film, we had the budget to go to a professional grading house in the centre of London. Now, I think this project is a good one to look at because it gives you an idea of how Dehancer performs against a professional grader. Now, here is the film as it was graded by the professional grader. It looks really nice. Now, due to the budget, we only had a few hours to grade, but the film is mainly 3 scenes with many repeating shots. So while we didn't have enough time to do multiple passes, we were able to get a good grade by the end of it. Plus, you're always going to be fighting the budget and time when you're working on projects. So next up, let's take a look at what I was able to achieve in Dehancer. On the top is the version I made in Dehancer, and on the bottom is the original grade. What I really like about Dehancer's version is the option to add bloom and grain to the image to emulate the look of an 80s film. As you can see from the production design and costume, the film is set in the 80s. Now, I'm sure with a bigger budget and more time in the grading house could have achieved a look just like this. However, the budget is always going to be a factor when going somewhere like a grading house. What's great is I was able to achieve a very similar look using Dehancer, and I did it in a fraction of the time for less than it cost to go to the grading suite. Now, I'm not saying that Dehancer is going to replace the need for professional graders, because it isn't. But not everyone can grade, and not everyone has the budget to go to a professional grader for every project, and that's where Dehancer can fill the gap. The app does have a lot of settings, which could be daunting at first, but the learning curve is much less than learning to colour grade in a dedicated program. The app is laid out in a simple way, and you can toggle on and off the settings you don't want. The more you use the software, the easier it's going to become, and you're going to quickly find the stocks and settings that you prefer. In a future update, maybe Dehancer could implement something like quick looks. These could be favourite looks from popular movies, and you could select them to give them the look and the feel of the movie, for instance The Matrix or Blade Runner. Or they could add genre specific looks like the horror look or the thriller look. Now let's talk about the price. The app isn't cheap, it comes in at $449 for a lifetime membership. However, if you don't know how to grade, or if you're making a lot of content, the price isn't bad when you spread it out over multiple projects. If we compare it to another popular option on the market, Film Convert, which is priced at $125, Dehancer does have far more film stocks and options to customise the look of the emulation. Now if the price is too much, Dehancer also offers other licenses for a year or less if you want to try it. They also break it down into smaller apps like Dehancer Grain if you don't want the full app with all the customizable options. So there are ways out there that you can help tailor the cost to suit your needs. Now let's talk about the support for the app. There's a huge range of videos and blog posts on every part of the app, how to use it within the program you choose, to in-depth articles explaining how the film grain and bloom works, plus how they go about making all the different kinds of film stock. There's a huge range of sample videos from people who've used Dehancer on their projects. And as for camera profiles, they're constantly updating them. So if like me you own the Lumix S5 Mark II, then they've just recently updated the Vlog profile so you can use it with that camera. Finally, maybe you don't use an editing program, or maybe you don't have a camera and you shoot on your iPhone or iPad. Well, Dehancer makes an app compatible with iOS that lets you do all of the above for your videos and photos. Just like the app I've been using in Premiere, I've been able to get some really nice results with Dehancer for iOS on both my photos and my videos, especially when I've combined that with Apple's cinematic mode seen in the footage here. So this is a tool that I'm really excited to use on future projects. Now if you've been chasing that authentic film look like me, then Dehancer is the tool for you. So thanks for watching, and if you're interested in getting the app yourself, you can use the code below for a 10% discount. But if you're not convinced, they do offer a free trial so you can try before you buy. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.